Jordan, it feels like on the offense, especially, there's been a lot of miscommunications, and you guys have said that you guys have shot yourselves in the foot a lot. For you as a player, what does it look like cleaning that up, and how do you get on the same page communication wise to make sure that this doesn't continue to spiral and continue the way that it's going?
Just pre-snap penalties, controlling what we can control, executing the plays that are called as well. And as far as just the small things, man, lining up right, executing the plays, and just, moving the ball as an offense.
Does it feel that you guys do have a good grasp of what you want to do offensively and it's just not happening? Or is there more to for you guys to dig into and truly understand it to make it a pure execution?
I feel like we're just lacking execution. You know, one play can determine what happens with the offense, and I just feel like we just need to go back to the drawing board and come together and execute when our numbers call, make the plays, and we got to block better. We just got to be better overall as offense.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, next we go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Jordan, you've known Deshaun for a long time. You've seen him play a lot of ball. I'm just wondering, Kevin last night said, I'm not making a change at quarterback. What are your thoughts on that? And how do you feel like Deshaun has been operating and what needs to go better for, I guess, everybody?
For one, we got to do better protecting him. Um, no quarterback's going to do well and being sacked multiple times. We have to make plays. There's been some drops as well. Can't just put the whole thing on Deshaun. We do have some plays that we wish we can take back, but as an offense, I've been with Deshaun a long time, and being with Deshaun, I know the play's not dead. So, if we can just buy him a little more time and let him create plays and get that ball in the air, just we just got to be better all over. Just come down with catches and make plays with our legs as well.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Daryl.
Yeah, Jordan, just from the outside looking in, it just looks like this offense right now is completely broken, whether from protection all the way through like the passing game. So could you, I don't know, maybe just explain a little bit why, what's been so difficult getting this going here and why things aren't as broken as maybe they appear to be?
On that tip, all I can say is that we do have a lot of injuries. We have a lot of young players stepping up in roles, and I just feel like we're not executing. At the end of the day, we're just not executing. Like I say, we gotta protect our quarterback. We have to run the ball. We have to catch the ball. We just have to play football, good football, complementary football. Our defense doing well. Our special teams is doing pretty good. And we just got to complement that. We got to come in and do our job as well, So I, it's just not one person. There's no calling nobody out. There's no singling nobody out. As a team, as an offense, we have to do better.
And the concepts that Ken Dorsey and Kevin are running, are these concepts that you were familiar with in your previous time with Deshaun, or is this been something new for you as well?
Some's new, some is Houston. I think, we're slowly getting there, but for the most part, this is Cleveland ball. And, we just trying to surround Deshaun with playmakers that make plays for him. So, you know, that's all I have to say on that.
All right, next we go to Ashley.
Hey, Jordan, just I guess overall with the offensive struggles, and you look at how you guys are having issues even moving the ball yesterday, just what do you think gives you guys hope that even though things have been rough through these first five games, that you can try and turn it around and be more productive as a group?
I say I'll fight. We never give up. We come together. Like at the end of the game, we put some drives together. Finally got a touchdown, and we just got to execute in the red zone more, third downs more, especially early downs, so we don't beat those tough situations on third downs. It's like I say, it's the small things. Um, I think once we fix those small things, this offense would definitely get rolling.
Do you think that's the key? I mean, I know the third down numbers for you guys have not been great. They were bad yesterday again, but what you said there, is it just important to get more yards on first and second down for you guys right now? Do you think that's your biggest challenge as an offense with converting on those third downs?
Of course, positive yards, they keep you out of tough situations. So if we can put together some big plays first, second down to keep us out of tough situations, and especially when we get to third down, it'll get us in better manageable situations. Instead of third and long, we'll be third and two, third and five. They're just basic ball and things that we have to turn around and execute.
All right, next we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Jordan, when you see Deshaun getting blitzed as much as he's getting blitzed and sacked on those blitzes and the stunts and the games and different things like that that are going on, is there anything more that he can do? Uh, I don't know. Can he get rid of the ball quicker, or do you guys have to have more outlets for him? What can you guys do in the face of what teams are throwing at you?
In that case, we can do more video study. Um, we can have answers for certain blitzes and stunts that we do see. Um, we just at the end of the day, we have to come together as an offense. We definitely need to put together some things as far as protection wise for Deshaun, and just let him be Deshaun, make plays and play freely. Not timid. So at the end of the day, we just got to do our part and put everyone in a situation to win.
Thank you.
All right, last call for questions for Jordan. All right, thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it.
Hey, Greg, how do you stay optimistic when it looked as bad as it did yesterday and you guys are 1-4?
Because it's a long season. 1-4. There's been teams that make the playoffs going 1-4. Also, we're brothers. We're brotherhood. We know what talent we got. We know how hard we work. So at the end of the day, as long as we continue to keep our head down, keep working, we know change will be made on that field soon. So we just got to continue to work.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Greg, just wondering about you guys having to watch Denzel leave that game with a hamstring injury. How much does it hurt you guys to have to lose your number one cornerback that like that in a game? And how much are you hoping that he can get back for this Philly game?
First, the hope, obviously we love him back, but the hope is just that he's healthy. I hope that, he gets 100% and this doesn't, hurt him for the rest of the season. But obviously it hurts to lose a guy like that. Like I said, that's a guy that's irreplaceable. He's the best cornerback in the NFL. So losing a guy like that's hard, but, we work our tails off. We got guys that are ready, to step in that role if need be. It's not going to be one guy that, fills the role of a Denzel Ward, but, we got a lot of guys that will be able to get the job done.
Thank you.
Next we go to Ashley.
Hey, Greg, I know like Miles mentioned today that you guys as players are kind of like always talking and trying to talk out your problems, but he made the comment that like the time for talk is basically done. People have to go out there and do their jobs now. So I guess is that like an overall sentiment with you guys as a defense? Like, is it almost to the point that there's nothing left to say in those kind of internal conversations?
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's just more so what we are saying, we have to apply it on the field. So I think there's definitely still a little chatter. Like it's not going to be a lot, but at the end of the day, what we say, there has to be actions behind your words. So I think that's kind of our mindset now. It's not a lot to say anymore, but at the end of the day, we got to go out there and everybody got to do their 111 to try to get this team, off this losing streak.
Thanks.
Any other questions for Greg? All right, we'll go back to Scott.
Hey, Greg, there were still some missed tackles yesterday. Why do you think that's still an issue?
I wouldn't consider it an issue. It's the NFL. We're gonna miss tackles. Like I said, what you try to do is minimize those tackles, and what you try to do is kind of get the other guys running to the ball. Like I got to do a better job at running to the ball because at the end of the day, you're gonna miss some tackles. Like those guys get paid a lot of money, and a lot of those running backs and receivers are very shifty. So at the end of the day, it's yes, the missed tackle is bad, but it's more so the guys running to the ball to nullify the extra yards after a missed tackle. So I think that's kind of our focus. Like obviously we can tackle better one on one, but we got to find a way to get guys to the party so that if he does cut or something, that we're hitting him right on contact after.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Greg, you guys haven't even really necessarily gotten into you haven't gotten into your division games yet. You haven't seen Lamar, you haven't seen Joe, you haven't gotten anywhere near that grueling stretch at the end. And yet, the defense is struggling with some teams that you guys, really should have beaten. So how do you regroup and make sure that you guys start to look more like the number one defense that you were last year?
Yeah, just continue to work hard. Like I said, I think at times we are playing unbelievable ball. What it comes down to is eliminating some of those explosives, some of those big plays. So that's our job is try to eliminate explosives. The stats kind of are skewed when it comes to that. Like if we can find a way to get some of those big plays out, then it'll start looking good. We're finally starting to get some turnovers and things like that. But at the end of the day, we just got to continue to work hard, continue to trust in each other. And I think, when it's time, obviously we're focused on this next opponent right now. And at the end of the day, it's the NFL. Everyone's great. The Giants are a great team. The Raiders, why? Because it's the NFL. Anybody can win. So we just got to find a way to make those key plays when it comes to us.
And it looks like maybe Martin isn't off to the start that he wanted to have this year. And it looks like he might have some room for improvement. Do you have any idea how is Martin handling that, or what do you think's kind of going on with Martin right now?
I think he's not playing. He's not playing poor to my eyes. I think he's a warrior. He's one of the best cornerbacks in this league. And at the end of the day, like I said, those guys get paid too. And a lot of the things, it's not just Martin. It's me, Ward, Cam. We're all not playing to our standard, not just him. So at the end of the day, we got things to improve on. And we're trying to do that each day. So I just feel like as a collective, not just Martin, me, Ward, MJ, Miles, like everybody, we all can play better because at the end of the day, we need everybody to win. So I think everybody has room for improvement.
Thank you.
All right, last call for questions. All right, that wraps us up. Thanks, Greg. Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
appreciate it.